Hi everyone and welcome to Jack and Cat Adventures. Today we're going to be making seafood mac and cheese. So let's get started. Preheat your oven to 400 and get 16 ounces of your favorite noodle for macaroni cooked. Do 2 minutes less than al dente. So if al dente is 9 minutes, cook it for 7 because it's going to continue to cook in the oven, okay? So I have my noodles done, I have my oven preheating. So in a pan, you're going to melt 1 tablespoon of butter and you're going to add, I'm adding shrimp. It's not cooked, so I have to cook it ahead of time. Okay? Now you can add any kind of seafood you want. If it's not cooked, cook it before you put it in, okay? So I'm just going to cook this for about 3 minutes until it turns orange, and that tells me it's done. And while that's going, cut up 1 cup of onion, 2 teaspoons of fresh garlic chopped, and shred cheese. Now you're going to need 1 1/2 cups of shredded cheddar sharp, 1 1/2 cups of shredded Swiss cheese, and 1 1/2 cups of grated Parmesan cheese. Now, I use the blocks and I grate it myself because the pre-shredded has like flour on it and it doesn't melt right. But if you don't have time, just use what you got. It's not that big of a deal. I just like it a little bit creamier, not like lumpy with my cheese. Okay? Then you're going to need 1/3 cup of flour, 3 cups of whole milk, 1/2 cup of seasoned panko breadcrumbs, 1/2 teaspoon of Slap Your Mama, and a 1/4 teaspoon of Slap Your Mama and 1/2 teaspoon of Old Bay, okay?
The Slap Your Mama is a Cajun seasoning.
Yeah, it's a Cajun seasoning. And if you don't like any of that, don't put it in. You don't have to. It tastes delicious without it. It just adds another depth of flavor, that's all. And if you're not sure if you like it, just add a little bit less. And try it for the first time and then you'll know if you like it or not when you go to make it again. Now, I'm using, like I said, I'm using shrimp. And I'm using these pre-cooked langostinos. Langostinos taste like little lobsters. It calls for 1/2 cup of crab meat, and that's all it calls for in this recipe. We like a lot of seafood in our mac and cheese. So I'm not sure I'm going to use this whole bag, but if you don't use your whole bag, you can dip it in like shrimp sauce with the ketchup and horseradish. I did make some extra shrimps for a shrimp cocktail. I did those in the oven while it was heated up to 400.
I don't think they're going to make it.
Just keep tossing these around. Won't take long to cook. My shrimps were huge, you guys. So I cut them into bite-sized pieces. I'm just going to let these cook for a few seconds.
That's how big they are.
This is looking good. Have a plate ready so that you can put your shrimp on it to drain. I have paper towel.
Don't leave those shrimp unsupervised.
And how I do my shrimp in the oven, I put it in a bowl, toss it with some olive oil, salt, pepper, and fresh lemon juice. Put it in at 400 for about between 5 and 10 minutes or until they're pink all the way around. And they come out delicious. If you want just a quick, little snack or something, that's perfect. Just keep tossing these around. I got the langostinos at Wegmans, and I think I got these shrimp. I think they're red tiger shrimp, and I think I got them from Giant Eagle. So watch for the Giant Eagle sale on their red tiger shrimp. They're delicious.
Red Argentina shrimp.
Yeah, something like that. Trader Joe's has the red Argentina.
Yeah.
And they're really good too. Alright, so my shrimp is done. I'm going to pour it to drain. Okay. Just set that in there. Hold on 1 second. I have a piece of plastic in here. I don't want to melt it. Okay.
Just stay over there. That's fine.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a 6-quart pan. You're going to melt 6 tablespoons of butter. So let's get that going. And I'm using unsalted butter only because I'm a little worried about the salt that's in the cheeses might be a little bit salty. So, you know, I would go really low on the salt. Alright, so we're going to melt this.
It'd be better to have to add salt to your meal than to have too much in it.
Right. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to pour a 1/2 cup of panko breadcrumbs into a bowl. And you're going to take, after this melts, we're going to take 2 tablespoons of butter out and we're going to mix it into our breadcrumbs and put that to the side. Jack, can you show them the noodles I used out of there?
Sure.
I use a different noodle. I don't use a macaroni noodle. The noodle I use has like ridges in it and it's shaped like a spiral. And it holds the cheese really nice.
They're called Bechtel traditional German egg noodles. They're called corkscrews.
Corkscrews. So I use that because it does help with the cheese staying on the noodle. But use elbow macaroni, whatever you guys want to use. It doesn't really matter.
Go get these. You won't be disappointed.
So I'm just melting my butter. It's almost melted. Take 2 tablespoons of butter out and put it into my breadcrumbs.
You get those noodles at Mark's and at Giant Eagle.
Okay. I'm just going to mix that together. Now this is going to be on the topping for your mac and cheese. You're going to need a 3-quart casserole. I'm using a 9x13 pan, throwaway pan. You either want to spray it with cooking spray or butter it. I buttered mine just because it has better flavor. Okay, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Now we're going to add our 1 cup of onion and our 2 teaspoons of fresh garlic, and we're going to cook that until it's soft. Alright, so now my onions and my garlic are softened. Don't do it too high. You don't want that garlic to burn, but you do want the onions and garlic to get soft. Alright, so now you add a 1/3 cup of flour, and now you're going to continually whisk this until it makes a paste. And you do want it to cook the flour a little bit because you don't want to taste that raw flour in your mixture.
Let's look in the bowl.
Yeah. Just keep stirring it around. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit more because I don't want it to burn. Alright, my flour is now like a paste, and the reason you do that is make sure you cook it on a little lower temp, and make sure you cook it because you do not want to taste raw flour in this. Now we're going to slowly add our 3 cups of whole milk, continually stirring because you don't want lumps. And then you're going to cook this until it's smooth and a little bit thickened. Okay. Alright, we're we're going to cook this until it's smooth. I have no lumps in mine, so that's good.
Show off.
So bring this to a simmer, and then simmer it, continually stirring until it becomes thickened. Should take about maybe a minute or more. It shouldn't take too long. That flour that you mixed into a paste is going to thicken this milk. Just watch so nothing gets burnt or scalded, because that'll ruin the whole dish.
Please don't ruin my mac and cheese.
While you're watching me, please like, comment, and make sure you subscribe down below to get notified when our new recipes come out. We do about 3 a week.
Click the notification button. That way, as soon as I post it, you'll be getting it.
Yeah, as soon as they're posted, if you subscribe, you'll get notified of the new recipes. And I have to tell you, this year is going to be fantastic with recipes because we're doing all kinds of different things.
We got some people now that have suggested recipes for us.
Yeah, please suggest recipes down below that you'd like to see us make for you guys. We'd
If
be more
you
than
have a killer recipe, send it to us. We'll make it.
You'd like, if you'd like us to make something that you're not sure how to make, we'll figure it out together. Okay, so this is getting warmed up. I'm just getting it up to a simmer. But just continue to whisk it, guys. Alright, now my milk is thickened. I'm going to add my Old Bay and my Cajun seasoning. A little bit of salt and pepper. I don't think I'm going to add any salt, but I will add some pepper. However much you like. And a little bit of nutmeg. Let me see how much for you guys. It says a half teaspoon. I'm not even going to use that much. I'm not a big nutmeg fan. So I'll probably just do just a little bit in there. Just give it a little bit of more flavor, that's all. And I'm just using fresh nutmeg and my plate grater. Now remember, nutmeg's a little bit strong, so really take it easy on it. Unless you guys really like it, then have at it. Okay, now we're going to mix all this together. Jack, can you show them how thick my flour came? See how thick it is, guys? That's what you're looking for. Now take this off the heat, and we're going to add all of our cheeses. Okay, now we're going to mix that until it melts. So all the cheese is melted and it's really smooth. You don't want to do this on the heat, it will burn. This milk is hot enough to melt the cheese by itself. Just trying to get it smooth. It's looking delicious, guys. You just want to make sure it's smooth before you put it in the oven because you don't want like gritty cheese going into the oven. It'll stay gritty. Okay, that looks pretty good. Alright, now I'm going to add my noodles.
Need an extra hand?
No, I'm good.
Alright.
They're just a little stuck because I had them in the strainer for a while. I'm going to mix this in. Then we'll add the rest. The string pull in this is amazing on this mac and cheese. Okay. Okay, let's get all that covered.
Oh, I see the stringiness.
Look at that. So good. Just want to make sure you get all that cheese all over these noodles. Just don't be in a hurry.
We'll just wait until the heavenly seafood goes in there. Oh, it's going to be so good.
Okay, now I'm going to add my shrimp and my langostinos, and we're just going to fold it in. We're not going to mix it. Just folding it in, guys. I'm doing a little bit at a time so it's not hard to fold in.
Oh, that looks good.
Lobster in this would be fantastic. Scallops, anything you want to use.
Hence the name, seafood mac and cheese.
Right. Trying to get some water off of these. Okay.
Oh, goodness.
This looks so good, you guys. Smells so good. Okay, I think I got it pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to pour it into my prepared pan. Take a look at that, guys. Oh, I got it. Make sure you scrape all that cheese out. Okay.
Edge.
That's fine.
I know, save the pieces.
Okay, now we're going to now we're going to sprinkle our breadcrumbs on. This will just give it a little bit of a crunch.
My mouth is watering.
This smells so good.
It does.
Okay. Now we're going to put it in a 400-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes or until the breadcrumb topping is brown. Alright, so here's the finished product. It took exactly 20 minutes in my oven. See how nice and brown the top is? That's what you're looking for, okay? If you try this, please comment below and give me some feedback. I really want to know how our recipes are going and how people like them or what they don't like about them. I'm very interested. I will answer you back, and maybe we can have a discussion on what would make it better, or whatever we can make things better. Or if you're looking for a recipe and can't find it or don't know how to make it, comment and let us know and we'll figure it out. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you do you.